All right, well, hello and welcome back as we get ready here for the last game of the week as we are going to have the Madison Monarchs up against the Louden Lynx. Hoping for a good game here. We shall see. I think Madison will be pretty clear favorites, but again, we'll get there. As you can see, Madison currently sitting at 2-0 with 2 Game 4 wins. Meanwhile, over with Louden, a rough week 1. I didn't change that. It should be 0-1. I'll do that if we have time. But they lost that first one against Incheon, then had a much better second week, getting a very dominant sweep for game number 2. Moving over to our weekly schedule so far, no sweeps. Could change here, but we'll see. And all of the favorites have won. Another trend that we'll see if that keeps up. Moving over to our standings then, currently 3 teams sitting at 3-0. Madison will be looking to join them. And then next up below them on the currently organized standings is Louden, who are trying to join Madison at 2-1 instead of falling to 1-2 with Denver and Bedford, who are above the 3-0-3 teams. Moving over to the stats, we have Honda and Pinky getting the key player designations, although Honda with tied stats to Panda. And if you look at team averages, surprisingly to me, Louden actually have better team averages on the season. Interesting. I did change it to be 0-1, but I guess maybe be like after I'd already screenshot it. So that's unfortunate. But I'm like surprised. But I think it's because Madison have won 2 somewhat closer games. And Louden had a somewhat close first game and then dominated their second game. And so I think that really inflated their stats to where they are now. By the way, I'll go back to this. You can see, there you go. After week 1 against Incheon, Louden were 0-1. There you go. That's correct now. So, I mean, regardless of those stats, Madison are favorites. I wouldn't be entirely surprised if it's a sweep, although I do believe in Louden that they could expand the series. They could take us to 4 or 5, but we're going to have to wait and see. It's that simple. And yeah, I'm just interested, of course, in the early going of things. You're always just kind of trying to see how these teams look, because I think Madison were clearly one of the favorites, and they have shown up and played like it. The chemistry has worked out well, and they are 2-0. Then for their opponents, it was a rough draft, not having many very high picks. I believe they had an end of the second and then the last 2 picks of the draft. So that was quite unfortunate for them. But, again, made a couple free agent moves. Week 1 didn't go their way, but then as you got into week 2, of course, it's Kansas City, but still a very good result for them. And so I think it is good momentum for this Louden team, but I still don't believe in comparison to Madison. I think, obviously, Madison will play some tough teams, and then the fact, again, they don't have a sweep could be tough. I think week 5 will be a test. Obviously, for all of our undefeated teams across both Pixel and Prism, only one in each can end undefeated because everyone plays everyone. And so, as there will be potentially 4 undefeated teams still here after week 3 in Pixel, only one of them can stay that way. And so it'll really be a test for each of them to see how they match up against each other. And the first one of those for Madison would be week 5 against Incheon. And so, yeah, as we are just waiting on one team to join in, then we'll hopefully get to this one. I never really set a scoreline. I'm just going to go 3-0, especially that's generally been the trend of the night. Obviously, our first series was a 4-game series, but last one was a 3-0, and I'm confident in Madison, so I'm going to go with it. Like I said, I believe in Louden that we have seen a pretty good fight out of them, and we could see a longer series out of this, but I'm not sure. As we are good to go. Now we have everyone in. Great pulpit, as always. And Yeah, we are good to go. So it'll be Shade and Pinky sitting out to start this series. So we're going to see our first games of Dishonored on the season. We'll see what kind of a performance he can put up as Louden, as we've established, pretty clear underdogs. But can they find the upset as this one's popped back? Panda low boost, still taking a shot, still getting the goal. And it's 1-0 Madison, 12 seconds in. Just a shot bottom right. Goalie going for the squishy save, not able to do it. Now over off the left wall, this one's dropping in. Honda trying to play it forward. Whole lot of early pressure here for Madison. Only the one goal out of it, but I mean, we're 30 seconds in. And so we'll see if Louden can find a response. There's a little bit of time with the ball downfield here. Dishonored trying to play it around, pops it back, but no one close enough to shoot. Now it's one the other way, but Honda just not quite able to get a piece, but the trade of demos will help. And it's Panda for his second of the game. Reads his own pass, plays it off the back wall, and bangs it dead center. Craney can only watch, and it's already 2-0, 50 seconds into the game. And now around the outside, Craney dropping it in again. Honda now downfield. Looking for the play, looking to center it, but instead just shoots. 15 seconds later, it's 3. Had Panda mid, but he wasn't willing to give him another goal. So he takes it himself. And just like our last series, Madison rolling through the first minute. And it's a dominant start to game number 1. Craney now trying to get it away. Honda over to the right side. Craney now trying to center it out. That touch a bit too strong for Dishonored. Louis now on it, but Honda, reaction time, able to pop that out. Brand now not able to connect on it. Louis trying to center, but again a bit too strong. And again, no one really there for it. Now popped across. Brand just takes the strong shot. Dishonored off the back wall. Reed is there, but it just will ricochet over to the other side wall. Craney now trying to get it away. It's Honda up off the left side. Not going to get much on that. Brand now, we'll call it a fake. Panda moving in, though. He'll get a better 50. And it's 4. Under 2 minutes in, it's already a hat trick for Panda. And it's 4-0. Madison, I'd say looking pretty good. Pretty clearly, at least so far, the most dominant game we've seen out of them. Now, of course, this is just Dishonored's first game on the season. We'll see. As we imagine Pinky will jump back in after this one. We'll see how the dynamics might change. And there's still 3 minutes left, for better or for worse, as it's going to start worse. Brand now getting a goal. That one's for the chat. As Brand pinches that one downfield, Louis a little bit of panic. Not enough boost, can't get to it. I think it might have been just wide, but ends up getting the last touch as that one heads in, and it's now 5-0 for Madison. That one now, it's a Spanish 2, I believe. I didn't see the exact play, but it was a fake, and then 2 players got demos, so... That was a kickoff strat I haven't seen. It didn't turn into too much in the way of offense, but hey, they didn't get scored on either. This one played around the outside by Craney. Panda's already on it, but they lose that 50 back into their half. Louis already on it. That one popped just a little bit wide. Dishonored now without boost, trying to get it in. Now 50'd off the back wall again. Dunked back away. Panda trying to catch up. Craney up off the sidewall. This one dropping down. Brand will double it. Louis now trying to catch. Good sustained push here for Louden, but no shots at all out of it. And so as Honda now gets another pinch downfield, Louden will be forced to reset. And they're still down by 5 as we now are under 2 minutes left to play here. Now Louis still waiting under it, looking for another shot, sets up his teammate, but Dishonored is 50'd. Honda will play it the other way, and again, Madison survive. And I still don't think there was even a shot credited there. Dishonored now though, trying to play it down in the corner. He'll look to go up and pass it across, but can't get that last touch, and so it's a free clear for Panda. Brand now popping it up, looking for a center. Panda will get the next touch instead. Louis now with space to the back wall. Honda already there. 75 left to play. Still nothing for the Lynx. Now up in the air again, Honda. Trying to play it out towards the side. And now down the sideline, trying to find some space, trying to buy some time. Will crash it for a 50, but there's no one there to shoot it. And there doesn't really need to be. Why overcommit and send everyone when you're already up by 5 and can just kind of waste a bit more time? Freya now looking for a read, won't find it. And again, Louis is able to get back for the play. Now up in the air. Now on the outside again. This one cleared downfield. Brand trying to play it in. It's over to the left side. Down off the ceiling. Off the left wall again. Panda will drop it down. Craney now will get the mid boost, looking to play it in, as of course we are a bit too late in the game for a comeback, but a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum as Louden do finally get their first goal of the game. Craney just stuffs Honda on the post, and then it's finished by Dishonored. And so with 14 seconds left to go, it's now 5-1. Again, paralleling our last series that we played over in Prism. We'll see if we get another goal here, though. Final 10 ticking down. Louis looking for a shot. Brand going to be able to guide it wide. That will expire the clock, but the ball is still in the air for now. Floating back. Craney there. That one is in. So Louden will do one better than Steinhatchee, as the game will end 5-2, a 3-goal difference. But in the end, your winners will still be the Monarchs, and they'll be one ahead as we advance through the series. Clean game. Obviously slowed down a little bit as they actually somehow get outshot. They get outshot 8-6, but they outscore them 5-2. As there was only one missed shot by Madison, by the way. That's kind of the summary of that. It felt like, I mean, I assumed they would have more than that, obviously, but really, it felt like they didn't waste any offense. You know, of course, they did have Brand's goal, which I would be shocked if he even got a shot for. But then outside of that, you really just had a couple good centers, a couple good shots. There weren't many fling the ball at the net. There wasn't a whole lot of just get the pressure, give them nothing. And they just kind of got the goals they needed on some easy offense and then kind of sat back, let Louden play, and held on to their lead. There will be a shot getting saved, though, as Honda's flick is blocked out to the side. Panda now in the 50. Dishonored will play it forward. Craney the backflip. Honda up towards the ceiling. Panda in the air. Fakes it down low. That'll get by Brand. Honda trying to race back. 150. Won't get another. Dishonored opens the scoring, as we will not have a roster change before this game. But that's a pretty good start for Louden. 22 seconds in, they already have the first goal on the board, and it will be their first lead of the series here on DFH. Now down off the ceiling again, popped up to the right side where Brand's already waiting. He'll clear it across. It's Panda. It's a tie game. The dunk sneaks through. High flying there, Craney, just not quite the read he needed, and Panda punishes. That was what, 4 seconds? Not a whole lot of time there. Louden are not allowed to hold their lead. Now Brand another save. Louden a much better start, of course, but they don't hold on to their lead, so we'll need to see some more scoring out of them. Panda looking to get some scoring going, but it's cleared away by Louie. Now Dishonored, a fake, and another open net. 2-1. Brand just pushes up a bit too far. And Dishonored gets around him and gets it through. So 1 minute played, 3 goals already on the board, but this time split between the teams and in favor of Louden. As Brand's waiting under this one. A very, very quick and extreme shift between these two games, despite us having the same rosters in. This one's dropped down, 50'd up off the back wall. Brand's in the air, just barely wide. Panda trying to get there, won't be able to as he'll trade his life instead. Honda now in the air, catch over to the right wall where Panda can catch up to it. He'll bang it down, might look for a read. He's got it! Panda ties the game again. The bang, the read off the floor. It's a double from the corner. Panda's doing it all. And a minute and a half in, Madison once again find their equalizer. Now Honda's turn, but he doesn't have Panda's magic as finally Panda hits one high and will not convert on that one. Honda now no double. Brand, it'll be Honda to pop it back. Craney now trying to slow it down. Panda left alone, has to shadow, won't get the play, but Brand's behind him. And Madison make the play. Now Honda pinched down the sideline again, around to the corner. No one on that one. Dropping down, Brand. That'll form a Rule 1, and it's looking like they're going to hold it. Panda leaves it to Honda. Dishonored will save. Panda diving in. 50 back now. This could get scary. We'll get a quick view from the Rule 1 as they move away, but then reform it. They have honor. Honda trying to stay with this one. 50'd out by Craney. Dishonored in the air. Craney in front of him will kind of weaken the shot. Has popped out by Panda, now cleared by Honda. Craney trying to get it back towards the corner. As the two in the Rule 1 are bumped, and it looks like they'll take that as a sign to break it. Although, yeah, it looks like they will. So, once they are bumped out of it, they'll break it, which, in my opinion, is fair. Dishonored off the sidewall again. Brand trying to turn around. Cleared off the corner. Dishonored keeping it close. Brand looking for Honda, and he'll get the clear downfield. It might be on, but it's a little bit wide. Catching up to it again, centered down, but Dishonored is there uncontested for a big clear downfield. Under 2 minutes left to go here, still a tied up game. As we're looking at 2 goals apiece. Panda looking to change that, but Louie, good enough reaction there. He's able to parry it to the side. Brand letting this one go, grabs the corner boost. A little bit awkward on that first touch. Panda will try to help him out. He'll pop it off the corner twice. Brand now out off the side. Craney gets a shot, but it's off target. Panda now looking to get it away. Doesn't have much boost. Able to get a bump, but now Brand only a demo. Honda's alone. The 1v1, and he makes the play. Stays true on the 50 and forces that away. Plus another clear here as Madison spend a good amount of time in their back half, but get it away. Meanwhile for Louden again, important to keep saying, such a better game here, as it genuinely looks very possible they could score the next game, give themselves a lead, and take down this game. But we'll see. Brand trying to take control himself. He'll pop it downfield. Panda able to just send Louie to the moon, but he'll recover and get back down. Honda now to the back wall. Craney waiting, will bang it away. Panda diving in, wins it off the corner. Brand up early. Dishonored will go around him. Honda now up. Dishonored wins it downfield, but Panda's there next. Panda, catch, towards net, and in. Hat trick. Panda puts Madison in front. Bangs it forward, brings it back down, cuts around Craney, right in the bottom right corner. I mean, who else would score? And with 26 seconds left, Madison just that much time away from securing match point. Brady now over to the left side. This one will pop up. Panda back over to the left wall. Brand sitting on the boost. It looks like Honda got it, so rivalry will go in favor of Honda this time. Now pinch forward up off the back wall. Bran is there. There's another goal. First one this game, not scored by Panda, but the result is the same. Add 1 to the counter, and it's 4-2, a 2-goal lead with 2 seconds left to go. Now the time will run out. Still in the air for the moment. We did have a goal at 0 in the last game, but not looking very good this time. Brand trying to keep it alive. Now Honda going backwards. Would have been blocked by Panda, but instead it's taken away by a Louden player to when it drops in the corner. And we go to game number 3. Madison will be on match point. This time they outshoot. As it's 11-8. So they outshoot by 3. They outscore by 2. So a little bit more offense required and a little bit more offense shown in this game number 2. As we are going to have, I didn't see exactly, I would guess Dishonored dropping out and Pinky. Actually, no, it'll be Louis dropping out and Pinky joining in. So keeping Dishonored in, trying to get a couple more games on him, but also trying to get Pinky into the lineup. We'll see if it helps out for Louden because they have no more lives left to give. Game number 3. It's been a pretty clean series for Madison. That second one a little bit closer, but win is a win, and it was a multi-goal win in the end. We'll see where this one falls, though, or if Louden can pull it back. Long road to a reverse sweep, but it has to start here. Crane now popping it up in the air. Panda will bring it down, but Dishonored a very fortunate spawn, and he'll get that clear downfield. Dishonored chasing it. Low boost gets the pinch back in. Trying to get a dunk. 50'd up to the ceiling. Craney on it. Drops down wide. Pinky loses the 50 as well. Now this one cleared back in. Brand did get a demo, but it's now traded out by Pinky as the ball is still floating in the blue half. Craney now wins in another 50, trying to get by Honda, but Honda isn't able to get a dunk on it. Panda now playing it forward as well. Pinky gonna slow it down, but Honda trying to crash the party. He'll 50 it out. Bran will fake it. Panda diving, popped off the back wall. Honda's in the air. Craney makes the save. Now off the right wall again. Panda towards the net, just wide for now, and in by Bran. 1-0 Madison again. For the second time this series, they will get first blood. And they will play from in front. And we're 1 minute in, 4 still to go. Now over to the right side, it'll pop up towards the ceiling. Bran trying to drop it down. It'll bounce out of the corner. Demo's there. So is Panda. Yet again, he scores. And it's 2-0 for the Monarchs. The physical play showing up again. I mean, that's a fair point that Panda didn't say, but I just thought of. None of them are even using the butterfly's goal explosion. Like, that's just a throw, no? I mean, I feel like you gotta. There's a pretty good shot by Pinky. Minute and a half in. Was starting to look a bit dire, but Honda's touch a little bit away from him. Will drop down center. Pinky's there. He'll beat the goalie. And it's now back to a 1-goal lead. So, especially given what we saw in that last game. Definitely still a chance in this one if Louden can keep their attack going. True shade, actually, yeah. As, okay. Hold on. Pinky. Dishonored sets him up. Pinky backboard double. Slams it by Panda. And it's a tie game. 2-2 now. I mean, that's a pretty good shot. That'll do it. And so now the pressure back on Madison. They collected their 2, but they're going to need at least 1 more than that. You're looking for a flick, but Brand's able to get there for a dunk. Brand now the center. It's Panda in the air. He'll fake it out towards Honda. Honda wide. Now Dishonored clears. Dishonored down the sideline, trying to cut it in. 50 up in the air. Craney looking for a drop down. Won't get it. Now Panda with space. He'll look for an aerial play. All 3 jump at it from Madison, and I don't think that was the play they wanted. Fortunately for them, Dishonored can't put it on target, but I don't think the triple commit into kind of 50 a little bit was exactly the play they drew up. As we cross the halfway mark here, still 2-2. And so still waiting to see who can take the lead with the next goal. This could be a chance, but Craney's shot is blocked away by Brand. Pinky now looking for a back pass. Craney's on it, but so is Brandon. He'll clear it down on target. Honda looking for a redirect, but it's still 50 away. Honda now up high in the air, low boost, and has to let it go. Craney a bit slow back to it, though, so Brand is able to take up a dribble, and he will just score his 2nd of the game. Back up to a 100% shooting percentage because that one didn't give him a shot. And Madison take the lead with just under 2 minutes left to go here. Once again, plenty of time for Louden, but it has felt like Madison still just a bit ahead of the pace. Dishonored tries to get this one away. It'll get sent downfield. Now bounce forward. Dunked back in again. Pinky off the corner. Dishonored waiting behind. Now Brand dropped down off the corner. Popped up in the air. Honda downfield. Panda trying to put the pressure on, but won't be able to get a shot himself. Brand now jumping in, though. Pass across. It'll be Honda in the air looking for a drop down as Brandon's not moving. They call for a pause, and so based on what I've said, I will pause for that. I imagine that this is going to be a DC. And so eventually he will join back, and we'll just reset from a kickoff here. So, true, Brand saying to ban that guy. And, you know, as there he will finally DC from the game as soon as he joined back. I'll let him know that we're just going to reset to a kickoff from exactly where we are once he joins back. And then we'll be good to go. And so he is back in. I'll ask if we're good. We got good from one team. I have a quick chat from Madison. I have another quick chat from Madison and a third. Madison are asking to extend the pause. Like, we're just going. All right, and we are getting back into it. As a minute 20 left to go still a 3-2 lead as well for our blue side. We'll see if they can hold on to their lead, but Craney looking to put on some pressure early here. Dishonored in the air, it'll get dropped back down. Pinky now bringing it back. And trying to run ahead, won't get much on it as now Craney beats a couple. 50 down, Dishonored, it's open! Louden, tie the game. A bit of an overcommit for Madison. Craney just kind of dices up the defense. And Dishonored able to get a pretty free shot there. And so given that, we are back to parity with 50 seconds left to go. Honda, okay. He saw Pinky's shot and he said he'd raise him one. Hold on. off the corner, stays up, gets the read. I mean, okay, Honda. It's 4-3. He saw a regular double and he rose him a corner double. Are we gonna escalate from there? 40 seconds? We don't got a lot of time if we are. This one up off the left wall. Honda trying to get it around. Now played off the left side again. Double commit here. The 50 will go pretty even. Dishonored gets it over to the right side. Looking to keep control. Honda will take it away. Craney will now bang it forward. Towards the back wall. Brain will catch it there and he'll get by Craney, but Pinky's diving in next. Now around the outside. Pinky dropping it in again. Double commit by Louden now as we're into the final 10 seconds left. This one will go wide. Craney's there though. He does score. And we're level once more. Panda just kind of flat-footed waiting on the shot. Craney puts it right on the left post. And it does manage to get by him. And so now the time running down. Again, we did have a 0-seconder, and we're not quite gonna have another, but in effect. Louden score with 1 second to go. Panda just way too aggressive. It gets by him. Craney scores. 1 second to go. And it's Louden now with a lead. And it kills right off the kickoff. So there was 1 second, but it was in reality a fraction of one. Louden get outshot there 8-7, but they still manage to get that extra goal through. As that will do it for game 3. And a good fight back here for Louden. We'll see if they can continue the effort, though, because first sweep is tough. And obviously one game just to start. And even then, they barely won this game. If I may draw attention to any stats, though, Madison had 0 saves in that game. Which, first of all, then, I kind of question where the other 2 shots went for Louden that aren't represented anywhere, but probably just hit off a post. And then, of course, beyond that, I ask, the offenses looked good for Madison, but 0 saves? I feel like they played a decent amount of that game in their backfield, so a little bit concerning that they don't play safe enough to get any saves out of that. Might need one here, but Panda's just able to play it to the side before a shot can come. Honda now sitting on the boost, will claim it. Dishonored looking for a pass back. Honda will cut it off. It'll get over to the corner. Now up towards the ceiling, rolling out. Honda, no boost, gets the pass anyway, but there's no one to receive the shot. Those 2 players will dive back. Brain's touch gets away a little bit. Craney up off the bar. Honda sends it the other way. Pinky getting up. Doubles it to the side. That'll relieve an immediate shot, but one will come in the end. A demo in the net, a pass by Honda, and a shot by Bran. For the 2nd game in a row, Madison have first blood. 3rd time this series as well. Definitely one that they have been ahead on in terms of offense, but I mean, especially after that last game, need to see more. Need to see them actually hold it, because they just kept scoring and then kept getting equalized. They're on Urban Central. And so we'll see if they can keep the momentum going. As case in point, Pinky gets a goal. We're level. 1 minute in, 4 still to go. Craney only left with Panda in front of him. Panda then facing the wrong way. Craney just pops it over to Pinky, and Pinky walks it in. Another overcommitment by Madison. Need to see them just remember that defense exists, I think, is kind of their main key so far. But for Louden, they've they've done really well at taking advantage of it. I mean, we've seen some good defensive play to keep them mostly in it, at least within one. And then get a couple goals on the other end, keep it even, or get that lead. And that's enough to win you the game. As that shot will go wide, and then it's cleared away to the side by Brand. Now 50 downfield again. Honda sends it down. Saved. Panda can't score. Honda saved by Pinky. Pinky now chasing it down as Dishonored plays lead blocker. Won't connect though, so Brand gets a 50 and a demo. As it's Panda on it next, he'll get it away. That touches only to Honda, and Honda's is to the net. On his 4th shot of the game, he'll get his first goal, and Madison lead it 2-1. This time it's Louden who push up too far out of the net. And it's a shot from around that boost there, that boost pad, that's able to just get over him. And so the Monarchs take a lead here pretty early on in this game. And so, at the very least, the pressure still on Louden, even if they have been able to rise to that pressure quite often. Brand now pops this one up high. Dishonored still waiting with it, now caught around. Craney beat by Brand. Brand leaves it to Panda. Panda puts it wide. Honda saved by Craney. A great diving play there again. The defense from Louden has been fantastic. And that has really been what's cut down on Madison's scoring. And now this one will beat Honda. Craney is still on it. Craney fakes out Panda. Again, they get something on target. It just isn't saved. Craney, a bit of a change-up. Panda expecting him maybe to cut to the other side of the net, but just doesn't happen. And so under halfway left to go here. It is 2-2. We have parity yet again. Now down off the ceiling. There's a big bump. Panda off the bar. But it's high. There's no follow. And Louden break out again. Craney now to Pinky. It's a fake. He knew that shot would have been saved, so don't take it. They can't get any saves. It's big strategy, you know? As Craney now going through the air, running out of boost, blocked away by Brand. Pinky up next, gets a reset, but way too low to follow it as he'll use all of his boosts anyway. Dishonored, caught around one. Brand the second, pops it forward, but Honda can't quite get a redirect on it. Craney now with control. Flick up over one. Pinky down towards the corner. 50'd by Brand, and that'll pinch out. One will miss, two will miss. Panda up next, tries to find Brand, but way too much power, and he can only take it to the corner. Pinky now a touch back. Panda looking for Honda. That shot is high. Dishonored will pop it more so, but now dropping back down, and Pinky needs to get there for the play. 1 minute left to go. Once again, a tie game for the moment. Craney behind this one in by Honda. Panda off the post. Honda top up in the air. Craney won't get there. Brand moving in. 50 back over. No boost on Honda, but he'll still take control. This one off the bar. Panda scores. 3-2. Madison lead. 45 left to go. I don't know what that's a reaction to, Lemon, but sure. Madison take a lead, but as they showed last game, might not be particularly safe. As Dishonored tries to play it forward. That one bouncing towards the net. Brand will finally block it out to the side. Honda down the sideline, now back down off the ceiling. He'll jump up again. He'll shoot. It's wide. Panda, it's high. Brand trying to keep control as Madison can't find the target, and Louden will break out. Could have been a chance to secure the game, but instead they'll need defense. Something they haven't had in this series, and they won't yet again. It never fails. As everyone gets out of net, Honda's bumped to help it. Craney, another banger of a shot to the top right. And we're tied up at 3. I genuinely don't think Madison have a save in this game again. They do not. That's absurd. As this one's cleared away. High in the air. Pinky trying to get it downfield. Bran will pop it up. Might not be the most recommended action there, but this one looks like it will find the ground. And so we head to overtime in game number 4. Madison will feel they were robbed of this in the last game, but can they close it out now? Craney up around the corner, Honda dropping it in, looking for the touch. Bran will shoot, and he will score. 4-3. Madison take the series in 4 games. And so they will go unpunished for what the end of this series was. They will close it out in the end. So true, Pit Cop. Sure, man. 0 saves. I clicked to view the replay. Unlucky. This time, I'm not going to cast over the replay, though. Don't worry about it. We don't have Cozy here. But, well played by Madison. We will, of course, ask about an interview, and I imagine that we'll have one. I think chat, if nothing else, would be disappointed if we didn't. So we'll see. As it was a well-played series by Madison. They did have, as we said, the lead for most of it. I think they just need to remember that defense exists, and that'll help. But we are going to have an interview, and so we will be back in just one moment. And we are back with Madison. You guys had the whole fan club in the chat, and you close it out in 4 games. How's it feel to be 3-0?
That's my fan club, by the way.
That's true.
Listen,
That's
Brandon needs to go.
Shout out to my brother. Shout out to Lone Drifter. Shout out to Frank Lee. That's my best friend.
True.
True.
I'm also ran the band fan club. That's the GOAT right there.
I think that's a secret of the team. You all are.
True.
All of us?
True.
Brandon and I fight every game.
Okay.
This is true.
And you need the contrast.
See, listen, Honda and Brand have an enemies to lovers arc every single match day.
Okay.
Yeah. Like after Honda hit that corner read, I said we're done fighting, and
then it started again. Okay,
no,
that was the break point for this game. Next week it's back.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, Honda, what was that?
I think it's called shooting.
I think it was a bit more than that. I gotta be honest.
Oh, I shot the ball.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just a basic shot, really. Nothing to it. Okay, next question. How did you guys it's genuinely impressive that you had 0 saves in 2 games.
Listen,
how is that possible?
Offense work.
And
wait, how many shots did they have though? You know what I'm saying?
Like 8.
They don't shoot good.
This is true. Listen, yeah. Why defense when offense work?
Okay, well, it didn't work in game 3.
Yeah, but that's because they had an pause.
We're gonna have to investigate the pause. I'm not sure what happened there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It might be unethical.
Maggie Thatcher in on it.
Fair.
Yeah, I think Shade's in on it actually. He had Cranny DC on purpose to ice us. He was mad he didn't get to play today.
The real question, Shade, are you part of the fan club or the haters?
I don't care.
Okay. Hey, you're with us or you're against us.
Surprise Shade shows up.
He's here for vibes, and by vibes, it's just typing in Twitch chat.
Exactly.
No,
I'm just ready to go watch Scrubs with Koala.
Fair enough. Now,
we just watched Scrubs. The Louden Lynx.
Ooh, he said Cranny sucks.
Whoa.
Ooh, Cranny Steen.
Now, of course, next week you guys are slated to play up against Kansas City. How do you feel about that match?
I mean,
Who's on the team?
Are they good?
Wild Boy, Mers, but he probably won't play, and then Vaughn and Sovu.
Oh, so we just chill again? Cool.
Yeah.
They are 0-3.
Kind of chilling. Yeah, we're chilling. Confident as always.
Will you guys get a save in that series?
No.
Yes,
Oh.
at least 2.
The fighting
give
begins.
the over under on. Yeah, I was gonna say 2. Over under 2.
We have more own goals than saves. Calling it now.
And that's intentional.
True.
Anytime you are in a position to save, you're hitting it the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's about all I have for you guys. So congratulations on another win, and good luck next week.
Thanks for
Appreciate it, Douglas.
casting.
Thanks for casting as always.
Dogbert.
Oh, I think I cut someone off, but it's fine. Gulp. But all right, that will do it. As the Brand Fan Club will be happy on this day as they close it out in 4 games. Could have been 3, but the defense does end up in them dropping a game. Either way, though, that will close it out for our night. We already have 2 games scheduled for tomorrow with Boston, Louden, and I believe 1 more, but that'll all be confirmed, and you'll see us back live here as we begin week 4. Your final score here, though, 1 last time, Madison 3, Louden 1, and we'll see you back tomorrow night to begin the next week.